What if the most dangerous people in your life aren't the loud ones, aren't the selfish ones, but the kind sad ones? The ones who say, I just want what's best for you, because there's something nobody tells you about empathy. It has shadow, and according to Carl Jung, the more good you believe you are, the more dangerous that shadow becomes. We are taught that being patient, understanding, and selfless make us better people, but Jung spent decades studying human behavior and come to a very uncomfortable conclusions. Some of the most moral people are carrying the most suppressed darkness, not because they are fake, not because they are evil, but because everything they have rejected about themselves didn't disappear, it went underground, and today it's controlling their life from the shadows. Part 1. The hidden mechanism. Jung called this the shadow. It's not just your dark side. It's everything you've refused to admit is part of you. Anger, ambitions, jealousy, desire for control, even your need for power. And here's the rule most people miss. The more perfect your public image is, the more pressure builds underneath. Jung put it simply, the less you are aware of your shadow, the darker it becomes. So this isn't philosophy, it's a physiological pressure system, and eventually it leaks. Part 2. The silent accumulator. You know this person. They never argue. They never explode. They always take the high road. Everyone thinks they are emotionally mature, but internally they are bottling everything. At some point in their life, they learned anger is dangerous, so they buried it and built an identity. I am the calm one, but buried anger doesn't disappear, it transforms into silent resentment, into emotional distance, into physical stress in the body, into sudden relationships breakdowns. They don't explode, they withdraw, and one day they are just gone. No explanation, no closures. That wasn't peace, that was pressure. Part 3. The loving controller. This one is harder to spot because it looks like love. This person is always checking on you, planning for you, protecting you. They say things like, I am just looking out for you, and they mean it. But underneath that care is fear, a deeper belief. If I don't control things, something bad will happen. So they manage everything, your choices, your decisions, your life. And when you push back, they feel hurt, betrayed, because in their mind, control is love, but from the outside, it feels like suffocation, because love without freedom is just a cage with good intentions. Part 4. The fake healer. This one hides behind growth, behind healing, behind positivity. They've been hurt deeply before, and instead of processing the pain, they skipped straight to we moved on. They talk about forgiveness, peace, letting go, but inside they are still angry. They just don't allow themselves to feel it. Physiologists call this spiritual bypassing, using healing to avoid actually healing, and the problem that suppressed emotion doesn't disappear, it shows up as quick judgment toward others, passive aggressive behavior, emotional coldness masked as calmness. They look healed, but they are just disconnected, because real healing doesn't skip anger, it goes through it. Part 5. The Dennett Desire. This is the most uncomfortable one because it's about something most people won't admit, envy, not jealousy. Envy is different. Jealousy says, I am afraid to lose what I have. Envy says, I want what they have. And instead of admitting that desire, people suppress it. They say, I don't even want that. It's not important to me. But when they see someone else succeed, it triggers something deep, not because they are bad, but because they've been lying to themselves. Your envy points to your truth, to the life you actually want, but haven't allowed yourself to pursue. The real message. Here's the truth Jung was trying to warn us about. Being good is not enough, because goodness without awareness creates shadow, and shadow without awareness creates damage. Real growth is not becoming perfect, it's becoming whole. That means owning your anger instead of hiding it, setting boundaries instead of avoiding conflict, admitting your desires instead of suppressing them, feeling your pain instead of performing healing, because the goal isn't to eliminate your darkness. It's to integrate it. A person who knows their shadow is far less dangerous than someone who thinks they don't have one. So the question isn't, are you a good person? The real question is, what part of yourself are you pretending doesn't exist? Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.